This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning. Namaskar. Our host, Trilok Malik, distinguished speakers and panelists, Gopio International and chapter officials of our co-sponsoring organization, ladies and gentlemen. I bring greetings from Gopio International and from all its chapters who have joined together to organize this program. In the last 1 week, we have had many yoga celebrations, including the one at the United Nations on Friday, where Gopio also participated. We started this yoga day on Zoom 4 years back because of COVID. We decided to continue the celebration on the Zoom because participation from all over the world. Also, we could bring an array of experts from different parts of the country together to speak on happy life yoga. Yoga has now become an international brand after the UN declaration in 2014 and now celebrated all over the world. All Indian missions abroad are organizing this event all over the world, and Gopio and diaspora organizations participate with them as well as organize our own. I compliment Consul General Binaya Srikant Pradhanji from Indian Consulate in New York for promoting yoga as in a big way in the northeast of the United States and in the New York area. We have seen programs at the Times Square, the Central Park, and many other suburban areas in the park. It has become a big event all over the New York area. And we thank him for providing full support in our efforts. For those who are not aware of Gopio, Gopio International is a pan-Indian non-profit community service organization for NRIs and PIOs with over 100 chapters spread in 35 countries. One of the missions of Gopio was to get our diaspora in the mainstream politics of countries with substantial Indian diaspora population, and we have somewhat achieved that goal now. I'm joined by many Gopio officials, our Secretary Siddharth Jain, our Gopio New York President Beena Kothari, Gopio Women's Council Co-Chair Jayashree Chindalapudi, President Prakash Shah will join us, and there are other Gopio officials. I will identify them later. Thank you again for joining this morning. I request now Siddharth Jain, our secretary, to officially introduce our host. Sid?
Thank you, Dr. Abraham. Welcome all, International Day of Yoga 2025. This is the 11th year since Prime Minister Modi unveiled Yoga Day on June 21st at the summer solstice. We are delighted to have Trilok Malik ji with us here today. Trilok Malik ji was born in New Delhi. He is an Indian-American filmmaker, actor and producer based in New York. He has been nominated in Emmy Awards. He's also an entrepreneur, Ayurveda restaurateur, happy life yoga speaker. In 2007, he was nominated in Emmy Awards for producing the television series Namaste, I Love Making Films in New York. He's a CEO of Apple Productions and founder of NRI TV Film Club. Trilokji, with this laughter and big happy smile, we welcome you to this podium.
Thank you everyone. It's a very strange morning today, I feel, because the topic for our today's conversation is how as an individual we stay or try to keep happier and healthier ourselves. How do we place individually oneself in the world what is going on today? We can't change the world. At least I can't change the world. Maybe a minor little bit contribution I can make, and which I try to do through Happy Life Yoga, which is the yoga of life. that it's not only a physical yoga, because as I have shared before, we live in our mind and heart. If there's a balance between our mind and heart, we are able to live healthier and happier. It's a challenge in today's time. We won't discuss the events in the world which are happening. What came to my mind this morning when I woke up, somebody says, look at the glass half full and be grateful, be happy, be thankful. I analyzed that statement. I said, if I'm not thirsty, I'm very grateful to have that half a glass full. I'm overwhelmed. But if I'm thirsty and I got my 4 people with me, they're also thirsty, then I look at the half glass and I say, I wish it was a full glass. I feel we as a human being today, we are at the crossroad in our life. We are affected by the world events. We are affected by the places we live. But as I said earlier, I as an individual wants to find out for myself, where do I fit in? Where do I keep myself? Where in that puzzle I said, okay, Trilok Malik, this is you. Try to find your happiness and health. Today on the panel, we have the most senior person, Professor Inderjeet Saluja, publisher of Indian Panorama, who have seen life, who have seen happiness, who have also seen hardness of life itself. And when he looks at life, he will share with us soon. And then we also have the youngest filmmaker, Sneha Jain, who's just starting the life. How that person looking at the world today, dreaming of, making films, winning Oscar awards, etc. In between, all of us are there. So I will start with Professor Saluja to share his point of view.
Good morning, Malik ji, and good morning, all my friends gathered this morning. Wonderful, beautiful morning. I would like to, with your permission, Trilok ji, start with a prayer for world peace. We have seen the conflicts that are raging all across the world, and the latest being the continued confrontation between Israel and Iran, and now the involvement of our own country in that conflict, which is not a good augury for world peace. So I'm prompted to request you all to please join me in offering a prayer for world peace. It would be a 30 seconds silence. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much. I get back to where Malik ji had left. We all try to seek happiness. The very idea of this yoga, which Malik ji is promoting, has been promoting for so many years now. Happy Life Yoga. And Trilok Malik ji hinted that it would be good to speak about one's personal experience. So I would very shortly just like to share with all my friends here. Number one, people tell me I look quite young, but I'm 81. And having said that, people are also curious to know how the hell do I look so young, So to that, I would say it is following Trilok Malik's advice on how to keep myself happy. I've been doing it, but then probably the philosophy that came from Trilok Malik ji, that I'm going to acknowledge now. I have always had trouble in my life, as anybody would have a share of troubles. Some misunderstandings with my dad regarding my education. He wanted me to join his business because he wanted somebody to help him in his big business, which I refused to do because I wanted to study. So there was a problem with my dad, and I had to leave my home and look for support for myself to educate myself. And God has been very kind. I was able to study in the best institutions like Banaras Hindu University and Christ Church College, from where I post graduated. And I wanted to be a college professor, and God has been very kind to grant my wish. I became a college professor, and a very successful one, very popular one. In between, I branched into unionism, and I had to suffer for my union activities and everything. I'd had love affairs, and I had failures in love affairs. So many things, which are part of everybody's life, I believe. But the question is how you look at those failures or those challenges and how you deal with them. I've been an optimist all my life. I've always believed with Browning, one, fight more, the last and the best of my life. And that has kept me going. In spite of the challenges, in spite of the difficulties, I have overcome them and come to have the kind of life that I really wanted to live. There was money in other things, but I chose to be a college teacher. I chose to be a journalist, and I chose not to surrender to any greed or to any pressure from anybody when it comes to honest journalism. And I've stood by my principles, because of which maybe some of my friends are annoyed or some lobbies have been against me. But the thing is, I have always said I should say, do, practice the things that I think should be done. And that has given me happiness in life. I have no regrets.
So, if I could say, Professor Saab, listening to you, what you are suggesting is be true to yourself under
Absolutely. You have
all
summed it up. You have
circumstances.
summed it up. You have summed it up, sir.
Be true to yourself under all circumstances, no matter what's happening.
Absolutely, sir. And if you allow me, I would like to say a few words about yoga.
Sure.
This 5,000 years old yoga practice, from which have points mentioned in the Rig Veda, it was basically a worship and meditation practice, And during the succeeding periods, post-Vedic period up to the medieval period, when during the Bhakti, when Bhakti Yoga and the Hatha Yoga developed. After that, it has been a dormant thing, When the Muslims came and the Britishers came, probably yoga, I don't know for what reason, the historians might be able to tell us. But then we find that yoga did not have much of relevance during that period. And however, I'm very happy that the real worth of yoga has been discovered now. And Modi government, when it came to power in 2014, they decided on introducing yoga to the world in a big way. And uh, I think this is one of the services of the Modi government, that they brought yoga to the world stage. And today, from that effort in 2015, when yoga was recognized by the UNO as International Day of Yoga, I find yoga has become popular in so many countries, and so many millions and billions of people are practicing it. Let me just put on record. On the 13th of this month, June, I was in Guatemala, where our friend who was DCG here earlier, Mr. Manoj Kumar Mohapatra, he organized a yoga session. And you wouldn't believe, my friends, in a country, Guatemala, where we do not have even 100 Indian origin families, this man, Ambassador Mohapatra, managed to have more than 10,000 participants in a yoga session. It's a world record. And I would like you to celebrate it in whatever way you want to. So this is where we are going. And I can also say one thing very clearly, that yoga is not only for personal, what you call, it doesn't only contribute to your personal health of body and mind and brings power of soul, it also makes you so happy. It makes you so happy that you can feel that the happiness of your life is increased by at least a few percentage if you are a regular yoga practitioner, and if you really follow the true yoga, not just doing the physical exercise, but the original form was meditation, and this meditation has to be a very, very important part of the yoga. And
Professor Saab, as you suggested, can we do a 1 minute meditation?
sure, sir.
I'm going to lead to everyone.
Sure, sir.
Everyone, please close their eyes and gently touch your face with your gentle fingers. Move your fingers, go on your eyes, your nose, your face, your neck. Just feel it. Feel in the mind that you are touching the most beautiful creation of the world. That is you, which was brought to this world by your parents and God, whichever God you believe in. Just feel that. That's the inner meditation. Now bring your hand to the heart. Put your hand on the heart and have an internal conversation with your heart. Ask your heart individually, how are you? Inner way, how are you? How you feeling? How you been? What do you need to be happier and healthier? Have that conversation with your heart. Listen to it. Trust that what your heart is telling you. And I suggest this exercise. Do this as often, at least 3 times a week. Because when we listen to ourselves, it opens up windows to our own world where we can seek happiness and healthy. Thank you very much.
Trilokji, before you call the next speaker, I just want to play the CG's address to Happy Life Yoga. And then also, Prakashji is here. We'll bring Prakashji also.
I'm here.
Okay.
So let me play the video.
Yes, please.
Addressed by CG, sir.
Yes, sir.
Namaskar and warm greetings to all. It is a pleasure to join you virtually on the occasion of International Day of Yoga 2025. My sincere thanks to Gopio International, Dr. Thomas Abraham and the organizing team for bringing us together for this meaningful celebration. International Day of Yoga is more than a symbolic event. It is a global call to reconnect with ourselves, with nature and with one another through timeless wisdom of yoga. In a world facing several challenges and people dealing with mental health struggles, yoga remains a deeply relevant practice. It offers not just physical well-being, but emotional clarity. It offers resilience and a path to inner peace. Rooted in the Indian philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, yoga unites people across cultures in pursuit of harmony and mindfulness. As Consul General of India in New York, I am proud to see the Indian diaspora and the wider American community embrace yoga with such spirit. I commend Gopio once again and all partners for promoting this holistic path to well-being. Let us resolve to make yoga a part of our daily lives, not just on 21st June, but every day as a habit that transforms us from within. Wishing you all health, happiness and peace. Happy International Day of Yoga.
We thank CG sir for supporting Gopio as an organization, as well as Piyush ji, the recently brought in Council for Press Information and Culture, for coordinating and sharing this with us. We also want to introduce our president for Gopio International, Prakash ji. Prakash ji.
Hello, how are you? I'm very happy to be
Greet,
here.
Prakash.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here, and I would like to welcome you all. But I also want to mention one more important thing that Gopio has launched, and this is our something that we have been doing with Trilokji for a long time. But this is the first of our many monthly Zoom meetings. So every month we intend to do, we have a whole schedule developed, and we want to set it up and have a fixed day every month. But we will have Zoom meetings on different subjects. And this yoga is the very first subject, and we are very happy that we are starting with that. So your traditional Trilokji meeting, we are converting into our first of the many meetings that Gopio is intending to have on a monthly basis on different subjects. And on these subjects, we want to bring in our chapters from around the world to participate. So we would like people in South Africa, in Australia, in New Zealand, in Fiji, Reunion Islands, all over the world that we are. We would like people to participate, contribute, and really make us the Indian community, diaspora Indian community, one community. And that is the goal of Gopio. And we are hoping to foster that partly through this type of a Zoom meeting once a month on different subjects. Additionally, Gopio has got councils. So we have a health council, we have a medical council, we have a youth council, we have women's council, all these different councils. So each of those councils will be contributing to that subject. So like we have expertise, like for example, in Women's Council, we have half a dozen vice chairs from around the world. And so these vice chairs will be able to recruit and bring in speakers from around the world so they can all participate in various subjects. And we will be able to develop and foster this type of monthly discussion using technology. And so we're looking forward to that. And thank you, Trilokji, for affording us this first opportunity. And thank you again. And I'm very happy that we are doing this and we are participating with you. Thank you again.
Thank you,
sir.
Prakash. Trilokji, I just want to mention that we have several other officials from Gopio International present here. Professor Raj Vangapati, Gopio International Coordinator for North America. Then, of course, we have Gopio Women's Council Co-Chair, Jayashree Chintalapudi. And then also want to recognize Govind Munchal, President of AA International. AIA USA, the Association of Indians in America. Also want to mention that there are participants from different countries, USA, Canada, Caribbean, India, New Zealand. Thank you, Sumanji. She was a international coordinator for Oceania. Suman Kapoor from New Zealand. She's also here. She was also Women's Council Chair. Go ahead, Trilokji.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Govindji, being here and everybody else from Gopio. Sidji, I got very serious this morning. Shall we do one laugh right now?
Please, sir. It's needed. Let's get the tempo started.
Can you unmute everybody?
Sometimes we look funny why we laughing, but I
Yes.
always say, we can laugh at just the beauty and the absurdity of life. Okay, everyone, here we all go. Oh boy. Now say it, attach with that. I love myself. Say it. I love myself.
I love
love
myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
It is my responsibility
It's my responsibility.
to take care of my health and well-being.
Take care of my health and
well-being.
And I love myself.
I
love
Love myself.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone for laughing with me and all together.
Thank
May I
you.
request Indu Jaiswalji now to share her philosophy or her personal experience in the world we are today, how we can stay happier and healthier. Indu Jaiswalji.
Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our organizers. Thank you, Thomas, Gopi International, and Trilokji for including us in today's important session. And first of all, I want to compliment what Prakash ji said about international, collaborations, seeing people from all over the world, which is definitely compliment goes to the Gopio leadership. And we want to thank you and for including us, and we would love to participate in your sessions. Going back to today's program, how can we be happy? Like I asked the Lokji, what do you want me to say? He says, no, in today's world, how can you be peaceful and how can you be happy? So I'm a dietitian by profession. So happiness actually comes from, of course, when you maintain very good health and very good, outlook towards your life. In healthcare, we do see every day different problems, different diseases. So, but we also learn how to overcome them, how to get treated. And then a positive outlook towards life is extremely important. If we stay positive, and sometimes some things are happening which are beyond our control. Sometimes, like, I heard from Veerji about few things, things happen, but sometimes we know that we have no control over it. So when we do not have any control over it, I think we should just accept it. And we should, take it gracefully and be peaceful. And what happened today, what we are going through in today's life, it's a global issue. And everybody has to stay calm and collective. We need to support each other and we need to come together in sessions like these. Today, Sunday morning. Actually, it's raining outside, so nobody can go outside. So, but it's nice to connect with each other. And yesterday I met one of my friends. He said, if you haven't called anybody for the last a week to your friend, make a phone call. Staying connected with people is very, very important. Trilokji made a movie called Lonely in America. Trilokji, that movie was made almost 30 years ago. But one of the problems in today's world is people are also very, very lonely. So we need to pick up the phone, make the phone call, talk to people, get together. Zoom sessions are very important. And of course, if we have a program, we can go to meet everybody, meet our family. Staying together and calm and collectively is important. Morning prayers is very, very important. Yoga, of course, is very, very important.
So Induji, if I have to sum it up, what you are saying is to be happier and healthier, we must continue with our human connections, our family, friends, well-wishers, workers, and we should call them and say hello. I always tell people, call and say, I love you.
Yep. And also, also your health. You have to look after your health. Yoga is part of the holistic treatment to have a good health and mind, body, and soul treatment. So being a dietitian, we always advocate for heart healthy eating, foods and heart healthy eating, lifestyle. But if you don't do that, if you don't incorporate the whole holistic approach, then of course, we run into problem. So it's again, starting with yoga in the morning, prayers in the morning. If you're working, go to your work with a smile. If you don't like what you're doing, you can change it. But when you go to work, be happy. Trilokji says happy yoga means be happy and be positive. Things are going to happen at work. That doesn't mean it's the end of the world. We need to learn to find solution to our problems, and we need to deal with it, and always with a smile. If you
Now we know the secret of Induji's beauty. Now, Professor Saab, you got it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Induji. Thank you very much for
Yeah.
sharing all this. Eat healthy. That's what you are suggesting.
and smiling, keep on
Keep
smiling.
connected with people.
like you do.
Thank you. All right, Sidji, one more laugh. Ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Sid
Now
has
the
the
next
best
speaker.
laugh.
Next speaker, Beena ji. Beena ji, you are a leader, you are a society communicator, and you do a lot for the society. So today we like to ask you, Beena ji, what is your personal, whenever I see you always smiling, which is a beautiful thing to see. And please share your views on that.
Thank you so much. Namaste to each and everyone. And like I always says, for the few people, and those few are actually on Zoom call today, which I am learning a lot. I'm trying everyone's footsteps so I can walk just like them. And I salute each and everyone on this Zoom call today. So they all are my pillar. They all are my strength. And they are the one who is bringing the community together. So, by the way, my name is Beena Kothari, and I'm just going to read few quotations about the yoga. So we all know what is yoga. We all have explained about the yoga. So there is somebody saying yoga is kind of like a taco. So your shell will break. It may be messy once it's break, but getting to the good stuff is totally worth it. So meaning, you start first time yoga, it may hurt, but the end result will be beautiful. Now, second one is the yoga is not touching about your toes. It is what you learn on the way to go down, meaning you let it go everything, let it go your own ego, and be a nice human. Now, they are saying, do you know about 10 minutes of yoga per day can seriously reduce your risk of caring about what people think? We always goes out and we says, oh my God, wo kya kahega? Oh my God, dunya kya kahegi? Samaj kya bolega? So they are saying if you do 10 minutes of yoga and meditation, it may knock you out for all of these things. Ki log kya kahenge? Now, the last one, which I love it. It says a photographer get people to pose for him. A yoga instructor gets people to pose for themselves. Isn't that beautiful things?
Oh,
So
very
keep
nice.
continue to do yoga. And the last one, the yoga, laughing yoga. So now almost more than 5,000 plus clubs all over in the world. And one, we are right here, laughing yoga with Trilok Malikji. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.
Thank you, ji.
So thank you. Thank you.
Beena ji, give us a good laugh. I want you to lead a good laugh. Start. Beena ji, start it. Go full steam.
I always laugh. Thank you again.
Thank you, Beena ji. Thank you very much. The next speaker is Mr. Praveen Chopra is there.
Yes, he is here.
He's here. Praveen ji,
Yes,
thank you very much for taking the time to share your views in your busy schedule. I know you are getting prepared for your events. Please share your views. Thank you, Praveen ji. Praveen ji, are you there?
You have to unmute first. Praveen? Praveen ji, you have to unmute.
hello.
Yeah, we
And
can hear you. now.
Thank you, Trilokji, for inviting me to this Happy Life Day yoga program. My name is Parveen Chopra, and I happen to have been a journalist and editor and specializing in personal growth, health, and happiness. And the topic for today falls in this category. I had prepared some remarks, but other people have already touched upon that we have control over our responses to what happens around us. Like yesterday's news about Iran and so on. So we, even in our own lives, so many things happen. We cannot control all of them. We have only control over our responses. So what we can do is only watch those responses, stay cool, stay centered. Of course, it is easier said than done. But I have a suggestion, and that suggestions come from my other background, which has been in meditation. Tilokji conducted a small meditation, and I also want to conduct a small meditation. But before that, before you do that, let me explain. I have been a teacher of transcendental meditation. That is Maharishi Mahesh Yogi's system. That was very popular in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I'm not teaching meditation right now. What I'll suggest is pick up any word or mantra, any sacred name of God you have from whatever your religion is, and then just repeat it mentally with closed eyes. We'll come to that. But how meditation can happen is that you don't have to repeat that mantra or word, sacred word, as in japa. You introduce it mentally and let it flow, let it go. And if it goes away, that's okay. You get lost in thought, that's okay. Just return to the mantra. So let's do it for 1 minute. Close the eyes. Yes, everybody, close the eyes and pick up your favorite name of God or mantra. And then start saying it mentally only without bothering to keep on saying it. If thoughts come, just return to the mantra, that word. And keep doing that. Yes, you can open the eyes. So
Thank you, Praveen
this
ji,
is
for
how you
doing this
meditate,
class.
and with practice, you start going deep within. Thoughts become less and less, and you come in touch with the inner source of happiness and bliss and so on. So that is meditation. The other thing I wanted to say about yoga, there is a misconception that yoga means yogasanas. And that's why I have an event with the Brahma Kumaris this afternoon. And there we are going to elaborate that yoga is not just asanas. There are in Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga, there is pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. You go to higher
Praveen ji, what
reaches
time it is?
of
And
yoga.
I think all the group knows about that, right? Is today you having 4 o'clock?
I can't hear you.
I said today 4 o'clock you having it, right? Ji.
Trilogy, with your permission, I would like to say one more thing.
Ji.
Okay, so there is something I would like to mention to all of you. Our bodies have a unique ability that everybody is not very familiar with. Just like plants have chlorophyll, our eyes have that chlorophyll, which is the ability to absorb sun's energy and creates nutrients for our body out of that sun's energy directly. This is called sun gazing. You could just Google it, look into sun gazing, but it is such a powerful thing, and it is so easy to do that we owe it to ourselves to look into it and use that technique for our personal benefit. I have personally benefited from it. When you reach a certain level, which is considered 30 to 35 minutes worth of sun gazing, which you start systematically 10 seconds first day, 20 seconds the next day, and so on and so forth. But if you look into it, if you do this, and if you systematically achieve it, which is so easy to do, But you can only do it first 45 minutes after sunrise and last 45 minutes before sunset. But if you do this, the benefits are immense. It cuts down your appetite. It keeps you very healthy, and it allows you to absorb nutrients directly from sun. And that is what the ability every people have. Just think of the sadhus in the Himalayas. In the bitter cold of the Himalayas, they have very little source of food. And yet they are able to subsist simply doing sun gazing. And they're able to sustain themselves. They don't need to eat. They don't need to do anything else. And they can do meditation all day and still they're able to survive. And that is the type of ability that a human being possesses. And we just need to look into it and benefit from it in whatever way we can. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prakash ji. May I request the next speaker now, Ambassador, Health Ambassador, Vegan Ambassador, Mr. Anil Narang. Anil ji, namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Trilok ji, for organizing such wonderful events every year. So,
Action.
my topic is to highlight one aspect of harmony, which is through a vegan lifestyle, it can add to a harmonious overall well-being. Of course, there are many, many other elements, but this is an important one. Firstly, let me tell you, I've been a vegan for 23 years, and I am not from the planet Veganosaurus. I was born on Earth. I was non-vegetarian till 1988, vegetarian till 2001, and then vegan since then. And the first aspect I like to point out is only when I went from vegetarian to vegan, and which was 13 years after I became vegetarian from non-vegetarian, that's when the dramatic improvement in my health came. And this is not from theory or books. I and several other persons who have become vegan, even from vegetarian, over a few months, 10% of your body weight dissolves. Even the cow does not have milk, only its calf does. Human beings at age 2, our mother stops making milk because we don't need to triple our weight anymore. So it's not natural. No animal in nature has milk after weaning years. Of course, there are other major benefits. Health, as we know, is very, very complex, and each person is individual. There's a mind impact beyond what you eat. Having said that, animal foods all have zero fiber. All plant foods have fiber. And here's a fact which many medical professionals do not readily know, that all plant foods have zero cholesterol because it's made in the liver of an animal. And all non-vegan foods have cholesterol. But this is not the session to go into details. But many lifestyle diseases, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, they can be severely eliminated or reduced by such a lifestyle. For 23 years, my health, luckily, a lot of other factors too, has been quite overall fine. We all have our issues, but essentially, largely, I've taken no medicines. Now, I want to focus on a bigger element, which is global peace. Now, what does a vegan lifestyle have to do with it? Firstly, Mahatma Gandhi, in a speech in 1931 to the London Vegetarian Society, stated that to being a vegetarian is the only basis is moral one. There are vegetarians who eat too much cheese. There are non-vegetarians who are relatively healthy. But from the moral happenings, there is some harmony in the universe. So I became one for moral reasons only, but I found my health improved. There's an impact on environment, the kinds of people you associate with. And I'm also producing a documentary on Gandhiji and his very strong, super strong, actually, vegetarianism and some.
Anilji, as I understand, I by the way, we all admire your dedication to promoting the vegan. And as I understand from your conversation, vegan can be very helpful to your health. Am I right, sir?
Correct.
So I want to thank you very much. And I look forward to, sir, watching your documentary as well. Please finish your last thought.
Yeah, the last thought is, so in the early 50s, Albert Schweitzer won the Nobel Peace Prize because, among other things, he stated that if you are kind to animals, you'll be kind to humans, and the prospects of a nuclear war will diminish. And that time, the hydrogen bomb has been exploded. And we have seen how nuclear reactors are being destroyed today. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, our first president, thrice elected, said that a vegetarian lifestyle is the fundamental building block, or just another word for global harmony, to have compassion in all respect for all living beings. It's another word for preventing a hydrogen bomb also. I think at this stage, I'd just like to conclude by one line that so it promotes overall harmony. It's not linear. It's not one for one. It's not black and white, but the chances increase between humans, animals, and our children. Thank you.
Thank you, Anilji. Thank you for sharing such a valuable information in such a short time. Sometime I'm going to request Gopio to have a one session just on vegan. Thank you, Anilji. Thank you very much.
And just one last point, which is Prakashji's son. I look at son every day, every time I go out for a walk.
Wonderful.
For 15 minutes.
I'm glad you are able to see the sun. Thank you, Ji. Thank you. May I
Do
request
it systematically.
Dr. Renee Mehra. Renee Mehra ji, briefly, please share with your views. Dr. Renee Mehra, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
We can hear you very well, and you are looking absolutely peaceful and great. Thank you.
Yes.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
So, good morning, everybody. Though my profession as a broadcaster, podcaster, and a doctorate in public health, I call myself more as a meditator. And I was privileged to give a talk at the United Nations at the World Meditation Day, the first International World Meditation Day at the United Nations on December 21st. Because I teach meditation to UN diplomats and staff, and also in the community centers right here as well, near where I live. For me, meditation is something, and yoga, I was brought up in a household that was strictly vegetarian and believed only in quiet time. So for me, it's nothing new. I'm just following what my parents and their parents have taught me. But it's so very important in this age of challenges and trauma and so many disasters, whether it's natural or man-made. It's so very important to go inside. We are focused outwards and backwards. It should be inwards and upwards. And that only comes through meditation. And I'm part of the clinical studies that are going on meditation at this point of time, so that we know that holistic healthcare disciplines use meditation as a very powerful tool to stay calm and peaceful and tranquil. But nowadays, with those clinical studies that I'm part of, we are showing that it's very much clinically proven that it could be used as an adjunct therapy for many, many non-communicable diseases, whether we're talking of diabetes, cancer, cardiovascular health, hypertension. So now everybody, whether it's modern medicine or whether it's alternative complementary medicines, all are saying only one thing. To start doing meditation for 1 minute is not going to help. It should be like at least 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, any pose, any time, any place, as long as you are in tune with your inner core. And we are what we see. So if we are looking at the world in a more positive way, in a way that brings us more joy, that's what we're going to be. So my tagline in all my podcasts is stay healthy, stay positive. It's not just for everybody, it's for myself as well, to reinforce because of what's going on. All of us go through life-changing experiences. For me, my mom, losing my mom was the biggest life-changing experience. But the biggest anchor has been to go deep inside and find that peace that we're looking outside, which is not out there. And anyways, So we get distracted by all the attractions of the world. but the
Dr. Reneji, if
deepest
I understand,
peace is inside.
yes, I think we all understand that. Make time
We all
for
understand that. No, I understand that. We all understand, but we do not follow it. So
that's okay.
reinforcing is very
That's
important.
okay. Our job is to contribute to the world. So everyone, Renee's experienced meditation is suggesting us have a meditation every day for a better health and better happiness.
So I want to thank Gopi and Trilokji for continuing this trend and keep doing. And I just want to add that I'm part of the biggest vegetarian vegan food festivals in North America happening in August in Chicago. I invite you all. Get into that lifestyle and make those changes. You start with yourself, and then
Put, Reneji, put that information on the WhatsApp group of the Gopio Diaspora.
Absolutely, I will do that.
Thank you
I
so
wanna
much.
Thank you,
Thank you
Trilokji.
very much, Reneji. May I request the next speaker? Knay Love. Madam Love, are you there?
I'm here. Tilak, thank you so much for having me. And
Please
I
introduce
just want to,
And
I know,
since you deal with so much people who have trauma in their life, so in one brief, in a minute or two, I'd like you to share what do you suggest how to stay happier and healthier?
so I'm an energy healer. I work with women survivors of complex trauma. So a lot of it is helping us to feel safe in the body, because a person that is dealing with trauma, it's not just them, it's all of us. All of us are in challenging times right now. So if you think of swastha, the coming home and being here in yourself, this is the way everybody's been speaking about it, coming back into nature. And of course, it is easier said than done. And even though it is helpful for us to have 15 minutes, sometimes we have to start where we are. So we could take a moment here together, bring our hands to our heart, and we can do this together and know that we are creating a field of peace and healing when we can bring our attention to our heart. And I do that often with people with the simplest tool of bringing your hand here and cradling your heart like it's a precious little baby. And we can add a little hum here, the way a mother does to a child, and consider that the earth is holding you and me and everyone. And we can take a breath here together with that. And this is something that we can all come back to time after time. And let's do that for a moment. Take a breath. Breathing in all the energy from the universe, from the heavens, being an instrument of peace. Exhaling down into the earth. Breathing in from the earth as if we have roots into the earth, and exhaling up where we can be in connection with the cosmos together. And consider that this here allows us to be a part of that field of nature, to be the forest, to be nature here together. And this is what we can grow together, one breath at a time. And so it is. And wiggle your fingers and toes, take a breath, open your hands to share this loving light with each other, with the world. Take a breath in and share it. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you, Tilak, for bringing us together for
Thank you
peace.
for sharing this with us. And we'll have sometime a longer conversation with you as Prakash ji suggested today. And thank you for coming. Hello, everyone. Is Neha Loya is here? Neha ji, are you there?
No, I don't see Neha here.
She's not there. Okay. Now we are going to request our speaker.
Sneha Jain is here.
Are you there?
Sneha Jain is there.
Yeah, please put her on. Today, I like to say something. As I was saying earlier, we started from the most senior person, Dr. Professor Saluja. Now she is the youngest speaker we have today. You know, she's a filmmaker, very brilliant, very educated, have all these dreams about changing the world. which is very beautiful. When we young, we look at that journey. So from the most senior to the youngest person, Sneha Jain. And Sneha, by the way, thank you very much for taking the time. Please share views. How do we... Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Malik, for this lovely introduction. And I just want to say, like, as Mr. Malik said, I am a filmmaker. I'm an aspiring filmmaker. I'm only 21 years old, but it doesn't mean like if you're young, you don't get stressful. Even if you're like a 15-year-old or like 51, you get stressed every day. And there's some like few steps that I follow to like review, relieve my stress as a filmmaker, or your profession might be different, so you could use that too. So the first step I take is take micro breaks, step away from your, whatever you're doing, and take 2 to 5 minutes, and just like stretch, close your eyes, and like take small breaks, and you could really feel better. The second step I do is listen to music. Putting on something calm or energizing, depending on your mood, could could really change the way you're thinking or you're feeling. So I do that. And third step is simplify your to-do list. Whatever you're doing, if it's like too much for you at that moment, cut it down, and you can, just think about it. We'll do it the next day. It's nothing, it's not the end of the world. And fourth step I use, move your body, take a walk around the neighborhood, or, if you're at home, just, walk around your house, do a few stretches, some squats, and you can run. And these movements can really help you like burn stress. If it doesn't, you can just like sit down, as people said here, that you can meditate. Meditation really helps you, while listening to music too. And you can talk it out, like talk to somebody, your family member, your friends. It's really important to talk it out. You can't bottle the stress up. It's just gonna make you crazy every day. So talk it out. And the last step, I don't want to take all the time. The last step you should do is remember why you're doing this. Something to like, what inspired you at the first place. Like for me, it's like coming to filmmaking. What film inspired me to be a filmmaker? So I put that movie on, or listen to, a documentary or something, and just like, I remember like why I'm doing this at first place. So, you should always like think about it. But these are like, few steps that I follow when I'm, very stressful the day, but hopefully it helps for you too. So
Thank you, Snehaji. Thank you very much. I think it's very refreshing to hear. She said 21-year-old, how they make the blueprint. It was very refreshing sharing with us. I'm sure rest of the speakers and members will remember that when you're looking at the word, how you make your plan. Thank you. Any last thought you like to say?
I would just like to say, be happy. As always, Mr. Malik say, be happy and be laughing. Always laugh.
Okay, lead the laugh for 30 seconds. Go ahead, Sneha. Go ahead.
Come on.
Yeah, everybody unmute here. Everybody has to unmute.
Thank you, Snehaji. Is Neha Loya is there?
No.
Okay. I think what happened was Neha was, she sent a message yesterday that she was traveling and she got sick. So that's why I hope she's okay. That's why she's not. And also at the same time, I like to share a message from Meera Gandhi ji that she couldn't be here, but she wishes Gopio and all the speakers and all the listeners best wishes. She herself had a very big event yesterday in Central Park, whole day event. And I was also felt honored to be part of it as a laughing person. Thank you very much. And before I hand over, Thomas sir.
Yeah, I think you kept about few minutes for anybody from the audience to say a few words.
Yes. And I also like to ask Gobinji if he wants to share something for a minute. Gobinji, are you there?
Yes.
Gobinji, by the way, you are doing excellent work for the community. I see you that work very hard, you know. You do so many things. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, I would like to congratulate Gopio for doing such a wonderful job. And now Prakash is saying that you will do every month a new this
Subject.
this programs. That's
On the
a great
Zoom,
thing,
actually.
and you should continue that. It's a quite engaging and very thoughtful. So I would say thank you for doing all that, and I just want to share my mantra for happiness. Uh, it's basically if you have a positive attitude and you forgive and forget, and you are gratitude always, that thankful to the God for whatever He's already given you. That's much more than you would have asked for. And you should always be happy and thankful that what He has given you is the ultimate and the best for you. So that's my mantra for being happy all the time. So with that, I would again give it back to Thomasy and Triloki and Prakashi, whatever you want to say. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Gobinji, could you lead a 30-second laugh?
Yes.
Go ahead. I would like Thomas sir to lead a laugh. Thomas sir,
Sure.
lead a laugh.
Thomas, I want to say something, please.
Sir, you have 30 seconds. Please go ahead. Say it. Go ahead.
This is Dr. Ramesh Pandey. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. First thing, I would like to thank you very much for arranging this. And Thomas, it is a great job. You are doing a great job. And I'm happy to hear that now you guys are going to have meeting every month. That's very important. This is Ramesh Pandey. I represent Washington, D.C. Gopio. I'm a member of Gopio for more than 30 years.
Dr. Pandey, lead 30-second laugh. Go ahead.
Yes. I will
Please go ahead.
Laugh
go ahead.
is, I'm
Okay.
now dedicated.
Lead it. Laugh with us.
No, I'm dedicating my life to Ayurveda now.
Very
And
good. So
to
Ayurveda
bring
and laugh
it-
together.
Yes. Hello. Loneliness is not good for you. Be with the friends. Be with Gopio people. It's a very good idea to have this meeting every month.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Now
you.
I would like to ask Professor Saluja, sir, the most senior person on our panel today, to lead a 30-second laugh. Professor Saab. I love myself. You gotta say it. I love myself.
I love
I
myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
And I will take care of my health, happiness, and well-being.
I'll
And I'm
take
gonna
care
take
of
care
my
of my health,
happiness,
happiness,
health,
and
and
well-being.
well-being.
It is my responsibility.
It is my
responsibility.
responsibility.
To sum it up, the whole thing about Happy Life Yoga, which is inspired from Ayurveda, Indian philosophy, and yoga. Indian philosophy is the greatest because it teaches you have a balance between artha, dharma, and kama. Kama means all your desires, no matter what they are. Artha is your resources. Dharma is the do the right thing. What makes a lot of us unhappy is when we are stuck in our desires and they don't complete for whatever reason. So I suggest to everyone, find their own balance, find their own mantra for happiness, be happy, laugh every day. So eat right means eat the right food for your body, what is good for your health. Think right is the mental, emotional health. Move right, do some exercise. So thank you very much. And Thomas, sir,
I think Suman Kapoor from New Zealand. Do you want to say a few words, Sumanji?
New Zealand, welcome, welcome, New Zealand.
I think
We
the
gotta
time
hear
there
it.
must be early morning. It must be about the 3 o'clock. I don't know what time would it be. It would be
Yeah, probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
no, even in the night. Early
No, sir,
morning.
it is
I
1:11 in the
yes.
AM over there.
Come on, Suman.
1:11 AM.
Yeah, so
No.
it's AM, but I thoroughly enjoyed and learned a lot by this gathering and the meeting. Valued suggestions, and we look forward for many more in future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sumanji.
They have through the
Sumanji, all the best
Jayashree
wishes to you.
Chindalapudi. She is our,
Thank you,
our co-chair for
Sumanji,
women,
all the best wishes.
women council. Jayashree, you want to say something? Jayashree.
Hi, thank you so much for this opportunity to join in this Zoom meeting, and I enjoyed, and I do yoga. First thing is, yoga means first you have to control your desires. That's I learned. So meditation, what desires comes into your thought. So many desires comes into your thought. First, what is your priority? You have to find out the priority of your thoughts. So that is morning. I woke up at 3:30, and I thank you to God to giving me wonderful opportunity one more day. So thank you for all of you. And Thomas gave me the co-chair. I very thankful to the woman. Everyone participated in this Zoom meeting, and I really enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Manu, do you want to
Thank
say
you,
something?
Jayashree.
Manu from a lawyer attorney from Edison, New Jersey. Manu, if you are available on the screen, join in. There is Lokti. You can go ahead and conclude.
Okay. May I have Mr. Anil Narang once again on the screen?
Yes, I'm here.
I want to share with everyone what Anil Narangi is promoting is plant-based food and be vegan. It's a hard concept for a lot of people, but it's very helpful. So Anilji, I want to thank you for your mission of promoting plant-based food for health. So could you lead a 30-second laugh again, Anilji? Anybody else like to say anything? Thomas, that is all yours.
Okay. Sid, you have to unmute. Sid, you have to unmute. Anyway, before Sid comes in to conclude and vote of thanks, Sid, you have to unmute. Sid. Okay, I want to tell you that today at 4 o'clock, we have a talk by Dr. Bhuvan Lal. He is going to speak on role of America and the diaspora for India's freedom movement. And it's going to be at the Kerala Center. If any one of you can come, please join it. The Trilokji, if you can come, you need to come to the Pier Hotel by 2:30. Somebody will pick up Dr. Bhuvan Lal. You can come in the car with him if you are available. 2:30. Sid, can you unmute, Sid? Are you on?
There is
something
also a
else?
Zoom
Yeah, I
facility,
think
right?
he is on something. Maybe he is on his business call. Zoom, Sid Jain? All right, then I think we will conclude
Thomas, the 4 o'clock program, you also have a Zoom connection, right?
yeah, we
For
have
those
a
who
Zoom
cannot physically
connection.
come.
The same Zoom account, the meeting ID and the password. Sid, it's all yours now, Sid. Word of thanks, Sid Jain.
Dr. Thomas, do you think I could say
So
just
I'm here. The couple of
one
people still
word?
raise hands. What do you, we want to bring them up and then close?
Yes.
Yeah, let Professor Suluja say first before you do
Yeah.
close.
I just want to say one thing. It has been a very educative and entertaining session. Thank you so much, Dr. Thomas, for having organized this. And Trilok Malik ji, as always, you have been wonderful, and you not only gave us a lesson in living a happy life, but also entertained us a lot, thereby proving that laughter is the best medicine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Trilogy.
Thank you.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Thank you, Thomas, Trilokji. Thank you so much for another wonderful session in the morning. Renu, good to see you. And thank you again.
So thank you all for coming
Thank
today
you.
and doing International Day of Yoga 2025 observation with Gopio for us. Sorry, Dr. Thomas, if you're saying something, you're muted, sir.
I would like to speak from Cancun, if I'm allowed, please.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased and thankful for this invitation for our friend, mutual friend, Triloky. I'm from Cancun, and I practice meditation since I was 10 years old. So I believe that kind of meditations, and a few years ago, like 10, practicing yoga, it allows me the blessing to be connected with you all. You know, I'm in Mexico, and in India is in the other place of the
Yes.
world. So it is very important to me to share this joy, this happiness, and it is very important that we already know how to do this, because the people need harmony, need tranquility, and it is the way to have it in ourselves, in our beings. So thank you very much for this occasion. This time is very meaningful for me, and I hope that you can find peace and the path correctly and harmonized, because we can see that are very
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining from Mexico. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sidji, back to you.
Yes, sir. So as I was saying, thank you everyone for coming for International Day of Yoga 2025. And with a hearty laughter that you all have shared, we hope you bring this positivity back home to your daily lives, not only today, but every day forward, with two important factors that I learned from this session. One, the choice is yours, whether you want to stay happy or not. And two, laughing is your only solution from every trouble that you might face or every hurdle that you might approach. So let's all close with a very happy, healthy laughter. Please requesting everyone to unmute yourself so we can all close with a very happy, healthy laughter.
Kumu Gupta wants to say something.
We'll bring it after this. Let's just do the happy laughter.
Okay.
So everybody, please join me in laughing, hopefully, heartily. Let this laughter. Make sure you remember this laughter. Keep this laughter within you. Kumuji, we call you for your final remarks.
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. Happy International Day of Yoga. I'm coming to you from Boston. And I first spoke to Dr. Thomas many, many years ago, and I have been in touch on and off. And it's a pleasure to finally meet face to face on Zoom. Yes, laughter is a good medicine, and I hope to join in your other monthly sessions going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Please make sure you join.
Absolutely, Kumuji. We will welcome you and we will post these sessions. To our closing and vote of thanks, we want to thank the consulate for providing support, for providing the platform for all of us to come and join together. We thank all the Gopio members that have joined from across the world. That shows the strength of Gopio's presence across 100 chapters in 35 countries and going strong. And lastly, to Happy Life Yoga, Trilok Malik and his team and all the speakers that are here today. Without you, this event would not have been possible. So a lot of gratitude, gracias, धन्यवाद, खुशी खुशी सब रहो, be happy always.
Namaste.
Namaste.
One more laugh, last laugh, Sidji. I love you all. Thank you very much for being with us. Stay happy and healthy and take care of each other and take care of your loved ones.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Thomas.